Guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are out on the Edinburgh course here at the wonderful Wentworth as Team AF take on Team TaylorMade in our first on-course challenge of the year. Remember, if you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button and tell all your golfing friends. Oh! Come on in. Oh, what a golf shot. Straight down the middle, that. Good swing. Well,
that'll be in the trees as well then.
That's all right. I think, Lee, you think you've had enough of me today, Lee? We've gone completely the opposite direction.
Well,
I think that's one down, Chris.
One fairway hit by TaylorMade.
Oh, I think we're in the game here, Chris. So we haven't started in great glory there, me and you there, mate.
No.
You've missed it 30 yards right and I've missed it 30 yards left.
I don't think I've found the club face yet.
So we're both pitched out. Chris and I have managed to pitch out about 30 yards out here. Talk to me about wedges this year, because MG4 have introduced a couple of new grinds.
Yeah, so we've got 3 new grinds this year in MG4. We've got HBW, we've got LBV, and we've got SBC.
So what's the difference?
So you've got HBW, effectively gives you like almost like a high bounce, high toe sole on an MG4 wedge.
Yeah.
So really forgiving, really good off soft conditions. LBV, very aggressive leading edge. Real good for that tight linksy turf, low bounce at 7 degrees. And then you've got SBC. So SBC is brilliant because it's a mid bounce wedge.
Yeah. But
it's got some camber to it. So you've got heel and toe relief. So
some real upgrades then for MG4 this season.
Some real upgrades.
And they're mainly in the chrome heads though, right? Not in the
only in the chrome head, yeah. But that's generally what we see as our most popular wedge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, come on then, let's see if I can get up and down and get one up on you. I'll take that.
Okay, it's tidy.
I'm waiting for Chris to do full aim point here.
What are you going on?
Oh, that's rascal. Is that a cheeky 4? Yeah. Cheeky 4 from 40 yards left of the fairway?
Right, nowhere.
Mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. I feel like I should pick it up. Shot, Darren. That's lovely, mate.
It's just turning.
So Lee, big year for TaylorMade golf ball wise. Relaunch of a number of products.
Yep.
TP5, TP5X are both new.
Yep.
And then what other balls have you brought out this year? So obviously you've got some nice funky colours as well, isn't
it? So obviously we've got the latest variant of TP5, TP5X. We'll talk about that a little bit first. So what we've managed to do is just managed to move the balls a little bit further apart this year. So kind of we've decoupled that theory behind a soft feeling ball can't have speed. So we've now got X, for example, feeling soft like a TP5.
Yep.
But with huge speed. So a little bit more ball speed. So I've gained 2 mile an hour with driver this year just from a ball change.
Wow.
Which is huge, 2 mile an hour. Like, I mean, that's around 6 yards of distance.
And when you're out in terms of on your fitting days, are you using the Trackman data and whatnot to really guide people into which golf ball will be more suitable as well?
Yeah, we've actually got a saying within our team of always be ball fitting.
Okay.
So any opportunity, we will be advising people on what type of golf ball to be using.
And what's the reaction been with, obviously Pix has been a bit of a, it's been out there a few years now, but Ink, which has made
Ink's
the kind
brilliant.
of headlines and the
So
the
Ink's
funky
coming in our
patterns.
new Speed Soft ball, which is our lowest compression ball at 48 compression. Really good soft feeling golf ball, but bringing that ink in just makes it a bit more fun.
It's definitely got some shelf appeal. You see you guys grabbing that in the shops.
Yeah, there's no functionality to it. It's just a fun golf ball.
Just a fun golf ball.
Yeah.
Come on, and let's see if we can make a couple of threes and get 2 up, because you and Darren aren't, you ain't 2 putting from down there. Oh, little 2. Come on then, little 2 up. You're the boy. Good effort that. Good 3. Two up through 2, Lee.
Yeah.
Just put it out there. We've had a lovely day so far, Chris, haven't we? Oh. You can bleep that one, Chris.
He must be just laughing every time he gets driver out after being in the studio this morning.
I was thinking,
So
have I
bad.
fitted him wrong? Because that ball flight in the studio was so low, like your driver in the studio was really low spin and left.
That's on camera
But it's
as
done,
well.
it's
you know what's
done
really
that twice already.
What's
The highs are 200 yards back there. The lows are right.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. We haven't finished the hole yet.
I'm just saying.
That's okay. We'll make 4 from there. What is it?
Body language after you.
Par 5. Still make
Par 5.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree. The body language is all over the place. Lovely shot, Chris.
Good hit.
Shot it down.
Great ball.
Ripley. Big news for you guys is always driver launch.
Yeah.
Just coming out the back of what, March now, so that kind of golfer that wants to change driver early and kind of get into the latest product has probably done it now, and now you're getting that golfer coming back for the season. What have you seen from QI10 in terms of specs, in terms of players hitting it? What's kind of the feel on the road so far?
I mean, we see a real mixed bag of players, probably like yourselves. Like I've seen some really good kind of key goal, like really good golfers come through that are keen to get their driver in play before the season starts.
Yeah.
But we've also seen like kind of your newbie golfer kind of getting into their first set of custom fitted golf clubs as well. So we've seen a real mix. I would say this year we've started every single fit with a max driver.
Okay.
Because the idea is, you know, if you can get performance out of a 10k driver and you get that working, why wouldn't you play the easiest hit driver? So as long as people can get their heads around it's a slightly different shape.
And you're seeing that more on tour as well?
Tour will be slightly different, obviously. Those guys are seriously good.
Yeah.
So, you know, they have their comfort zone.
Has anyone got max in play on tour, or
it's
more
been
standard head?
It's been played by Colin Morikawa on the men's tour.
Okay.
And Nelly Corder has won twice with it already.
Wow, okay.
So yeah, it is in play on tour.
Which isn't something you'd normally see from a max driver.
No, No, that type of driver would never have been in play on tour before, but now we're seeing that in play.
And you see guys going to more upright drivers in the sleeve or slightly open faces? What are you seeing?
Depends on strike. So you get someone that lives in the toe with their driver, we tend to go a bit more upright in the settings, get their strike back to the middle.
Yeah.
But then, you know, you get that Healy guy, you might go to the flatter option or make the shaft a bit shorter. So there's ways around that. I would say we've done, for me, at least 60% of my driver fits have ended up in max.
Okay.
And I would say I'm around 10%, probably less than 10% on LS.
LS, which is the hardest hitting one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, earlier we were in Brand Centre and you didn't even let me hit LS, and after where I'm walking right now, it's probably a good reason.
Yeah, you'd have been even shorter than this if you had LS.
Driver, then you say there's about 60% in max. What about fairway wood? Because it gets missed, the old little fairway wood.
Fairway wood's a lot more even, I would say, across the three. I'd say actually the three are, I'd say QI10 is where I would see the biggest percentage.
Okay.
And then an
middle
even
model,
split
if you
between,
like.
So you're better player in tour. Like, I mean, the head is a little bit harder to hit off the deck than the other two.
Yeah.
But those kind of guys are using 3 wood as like a layup club when the driver's too much.
Okay.
But the one that's really good is max, because max if someone uses their fairway wood solely as an off the deck fairway wood.
So where would you're kind of normal golfer, maybe hits driver 210, 220 off the tee, that type of golfer who's going to use fairway woods into some par 4s. Yeah. And
they're going to be in QI10 or max, really, depending on their ball flight characteristics. Yeah. But yeah, it's very even across the three models this year.
Great putt. Take her away. One of these then, Chris, for the half.
This is the old one. You see, look, it goes yellow if you hit anything.
Yeah, I've hit a lot. All right, get yourself back behind that camera, mate. Lovely shot, Lee.
Yeah, lovely shot.
Shot, Chris. So how's the irons been performing this year, Lee?
Irons have been mega. Yeah, irons have been really good.
Big change, obviously, coming away from Stealth over the last couple of years that kind of stayed there for, what is it, 24 months?
Yeah, so that was a 2-year life cycle product. It was actually it was only intended. It was intended as a 1-year life cycle product that we rolled over for a 2nd year because it was performing well.
It did.
So,
so what's the big difference then? QI iron versus Stealth iron. What's the big story behind it?
The big story this year is OptiFace. So each face for each iron, regardless whether it's 4-iron all the way down to sand iron, is different. So it then optimises launch and spin characteristics for that particular iron.
Different how?
So the face thickness will move where its thickest point is and thinnest point is. Yeah. From say a 7-iron up to 4-iron, from where you would likely see strike location on the face. Okay. So one of the things we found was that when you look at an iron, the toe is taller than the heel. Yeah. So what that means is that the toe section of the iron is a bit weaker. So it's a bit like a shaft in an iron. It's probably a bad example because it's a rigid steel shaft. But if I can bend that from its furthest point. Yes. If I go to a short point, I can't bend that. Okay. So it's a bit like that. So the heel is a lot more rigid than the toe. So in the longer irons, what we see is strike pattern starts to move away from the heel and go a bit more off centre. So we've stiffened up the toe section to make sure each iron is as straight as the last. So on those real miss-hit strikes, it's still going to go. He's still going to get some forgiveness. Yeah. Come on then, let's go and help our favourite TaylorMade rep find. What are you playing, Darren? TP5. He's new. He's very, very clean, but very, very lost. Great shot, Darren. I mean, it's lost, but it's a great shot. It's great strike.
That's gone the other way. Yeah, nice putt. Well done. Still one?
Still one.